Welcome back, everybody. I have a whole box of goodies from Sephora that will help you decide what you're going to get with the upcoming sale. This is the start of a series where I'm going to review some other things that I love, as well as some new to the market products, so you know what to do with the sale. A little sip of coffee to start us off. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do a full face of these. This is first impressions. I have not opened any of these packages yet, and some of these things I am over the moon excited to try. I love doing first impression videos with you guys. Okay, first things first, I have my skin is prepped and primed, so we're gonna go in with the new Armani skin tint. I love testing base products more than anything. I'm so excited. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I got the shade L3. Very nice. I think it comes with a pump, my understanding is. Yeah, like a nice little pump, which I love for a skin tint. I am so excited. I am into my skin tint era, but I'm also loving the Makeup by Mario foundation right now. That's kind of my go-to. I think if you like a skin tint, but you want a bit more coverage, the Makeup by Mario new foundation is like awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm giving this a really good shake. Again, this is L3. I'll do a swatch for everybody. Oh, I think this will be a good shade. So just to show you consistency, it's pretty runny. I've heard this is very lightweight. It claims a lot of things. I think it claims like up to 24-hour wear. So a nice long wearing skin tint. I think it's got some skincare properties. I'm not going to go over that with you today. You can find that all online. We're just going to show you some shades and see how it wears. So here is L3. Oh, I think I nailed that color. That's going to be perfect for me right now. It has like a floral scent to it. Yeah, kind of like roses maybe. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna give this another really good shake just to be careful and safe and get this applied using my big buffer brush from Real Techniques. It's my favorite for a more like serum-y, liquidy tint and foundation. You can smell the fragrance of it when you put it on. It's not overpowering, but it definitely is not scent-free. Okay, this feels like nothing on the skin. It feels like I'm putting on something very nourishing, lightweight. So that was about 2 pumps. I'm going to go in with another one just to really kind of build it up and make sure everything is covered the way I want it to. Someone commented in one of my videos to use upward motions when applying foundation, and I know it's hard for me to change up how I've done it for so long. This looks stunning. I have it looks quite blurred in my T-zone. Like my pores look great. It blended super seamlessly. I have a bit of like an ethereal glow, but it is not ringing off any alarm bells in terms of me being an oily skin gal and this being a problem. A lot of skin tints I can tell right away, even foundations, that, okay, I look kind of ethereal, but not in a good way where in about 2 hours I'm gonna look like an oil slick. I'm not getting that vibe. I think maybe because it's so lightweight, I'm not really concerned about that. It blended easy. It does have a bit of a fragrance, but it covered more so than I thought it would as well. It really did kind of get rid of any of my redness. It didn't cover some of my major spots, but we're gonna see how this wears. But this looks great. I'm really impressed. Okay, the other thing I bought for the face is one of these Morphe Shapeshifter or Shapelifter sticks. What's it called? Shapelifter, sorry. And it's meant to be like a bronzer contour stylo, really similar to the Victoria Beckham one appearance-wise. And I got the shade, what did I get again? Refined. And looking at this swatch, I think it's gonna be perfect. Not too warm, not too cool, kind of a nice neutral kind of contour bronzer look. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply this. I like the fact that it's like a sleek design because it helps with like smaller areas. And if it's creamy and easy to blend, then we don't care if it's small or big because we'll be able to get the same effect as we would with a big one if it's a nice, easy blending product. I've always wanted the Victoria Beckham one, and maybe I'm hoping for a Black Friday sale. She ain't cheap. Okay, I'm just gonna use my MAC foundation brush just to kind of buff this in. Okay, that blended out like nothing, which is great. That's what I was hoping for. I recently bought the House Labs one, and I know I talked about it on my last video, and I still like it, but honestly, right off the bat, I like how this blends out more. Maybe it's because this is a better shade for me. That could be a possibility. I really like this shade for my skin tone right now. Okay, I'm like super happy with that. It gave just a very natural amount of contour and warmth to my face. It was easy to blend. I think I'm gonna really, really like this, honestly. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Super happy with that. I think that's gonna be hopefully a win in my buying bucket. That doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean. You buy stuff, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I think I won with this one. Okay, let's just move on in before I go in with any other products. I actually don't have a concealer today, and I don't think I'm going to put one on because I feel okay the way I am. I don't think I need one. But on top of this kind of contour bronze look, I am going to go in with the new Glossier Cloud Paint Plush Blush. I bought the Cloud Paints years ago, like a long, long, long time ago. Loved them, but they kind of have been sitting off to the side in my makeup collection now. They're probably very expired, but I was very intrigued by these, and this is the shade Gale. Let's just see. I think these are like very similar to the MAC Glow Play. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, they're definitely more powdery. That's Gale kind of right by Refined there. So I think you can like kind of squish and play with these. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you can, that's kind of like the Glow Play blush as well, but I don't feel like they feel this way upon like swatching them. Like they definitely have a bit more of a powdery feel than the Glow Play blush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Merit blush brush. It's actually for both their blushes and their foundation stick. I really like this for creamier kind of products like this where I really want to pat it on. So let's see how this color looks. Yeah, this isn't the right brush for it, but this is definitely what it's described in. I think it's like supposed to be like a taupey rosy color, and I would agree. Oh yeah, see, I don't like this brush with it. You know what, maybe we'll try a powder brush. Okay, this F4 by Makeup by Mario, much better option for applying this. So consider it more of a powder. And as I'm using this, what a pretty everyday kind of like blushy, taupey, I don't know, but it is, I think, a stunning, easy to wear, easy to apply color. I really think it blended well. It went over my skin tint beautifully. The shade is gorgeous. I would totally buy more shades, but if you're looking for something that's not a terracotta or a deep rose or something for fall that's kind of more nude and easy to wear and not a big punch of color on the cheeks, I think Gale is beautiful. Okay, on to eyes. You guys, I just bought the Urban Decay palette, and it's a beautiful neutral toned palette. First one I had bought in like honestly 15 or 20 years. But as someone with green and hazel eyes, I could not help but buy the new Ethereal Eyes palette by Makeup by Mario. Like, look at this. It is so stunning. I just can't even get over it. It's just gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe swatch these for you. So this is all the colors swatched for you. Very pretty. I would still consider them fairly neutral, but they do have a little pizzazz to them. What I like about this is that I have my Urban Decay one for like everyday, really neutral tones. This one will be my little punch of color palette, and I probably will not need to buy another eyeshadow palette for another like 20 years at this point. So I'm going to do a really simple eye look today because I'm going to hockey very shortly, so I don't need to look like a little cray cray. I'm going to put on a few of these just to see how they apply. Okay, I think what I'm going to do first, I think I'm going to go with like the lighter kind of white shade in there and just do a little wash all over my eyes. And when I do a wash like this, I always just use my fingers. Brushes are great, you guys. And of course, when I do like my crease and stuff like that, I use a brush. But when I'm just doing this, like a nice wash of color, my fingers are my go-to. Okay, so that white tone is pretty white. But that's okay. We're going to add a little bit of dimension. I'm probably going to go in with one of these just to add a little bit of depth. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to use this one. This kind of like nice mid-tone brown. Okay, quite a bit of pickup if you see. Like it does kick back and give you a little bit of fallout when you tap in. I'm just going to prime it on the back of my hand and go in And just deepen my crease a little bit so it doesn't look like I just have white all over my eyes. Ooh, that's pretty. So I kind of always like tap it on and then blend it up. Okay, both of these blended on really well. Nice and easy. I'm just gonna go with something like one of these sparkle colors, just right kind of in the center of my eye. Let's go with the middle one. Ooh. Okay, so these middle sparkle ones, interesting texture, very lightweight, very like, they feel very finely milled, very like powdery, like again, like a very, very finely milled powder, and a beautiful wash of glitter that's not chunky at all. I don't know if you can tell as I'm getting close, but really pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. I don't know how to describe it. I've never used an eyeshadow like that. Very cool. Okay, I like that. I'm not going to do anything more on my eyes. I might actually just use a dense brush in this really dark color and just kind of go right in the corner, kind of by my lash line. Perfect. Okay, I just used that to kind of deepen along my lash line because I don't want to wear eyeliner today. And a little wipe under my eyes. Okay, we're good. I'm running out of time, so we're gonna move along. Okay, I'm gonna quickly set with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake, and then we're gonna try a new setting spray. I am so sorry, you guys. From this point on in the video, my camera must have done something funky. I think maybe I switched to cinematic mode, and it looks like there's flickering lights throughout the entire remainder of my video. Viewer beware, I am so sorry. I'm still gonna post it because I like the content and I like sharing kind of the last few products I purchased and my thoughts on them, but just wanted to give you all a warning. I apologize. Okay, so I got the new Anastasia Beverly Hills. No. You guys, I'm so dumb. There's too many things going through my head. I got the new Charlotte Tilbury powder or matte setting spray. I'm almost out of my Urban Decay one, so I was really excited to give this a go. I love a matte setting spray. I never like looking oily, and I tend to always go oily during the day. So I'm going to give this a good shake and try it out. All right, let's go, guys. This is my first Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I've never bought one before. So the mister felt really nice. It gives a good amount of product out. So we're gonna let that dry and we're gonna finish today's look with a new lip product. Okay, that had a chance to dry. I went and did my eye makeup or my mascara and my brows in the meantime. I look really matte. That spray worked. We'll see how it holds up the rest of the day and if it keeps my makeup in place and does anything for oil control, but it does what it claims to do upon first application, so we'll see. Okay, last but not least, I bought a new lipstick. So Morphe has these beautiful bullet lipsticks. I really wanted the Dior one. It's like $65 Canadian, and I think this one was like 19 or something, super reasonable. So I thought I would give it a go. This is in the shade Ballet. I'm gonna try and put it on my very messy hand for you. I really like a cool toned pink on me. So there it is right there, kind of next to all my other stuff. So definitely you can see compared to some of the other warmer tone things on my hand, it's got that cool tone to it. I'm gonna go in, I think, with the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. This is in Pillow Talk, just to give a little bit of dimension. Okay, there's Pillow Talk. I think this will actually work really well with this one. So it's supposed to be a matte lipstick, but it's a soft matte hydro plump. So is it supposed to be hydrating and matte at the same time? I kind of think so. Let's just give it a go. Well, it glides on really nice. Has like a slight vanilla scent to it. Ooh, that's pretty. So it feels very creamy, easy to kind of like mush my lips together, easy to put on. This color, I love colors like this. This is kind of like a deeper Cream Cup by MAC. It's got the same kind of color tone, but Cream Cup is a bit more pale on me. I actually really like this tone. And with that Pillow Talk lip cheat, I'm just loving with the lips too. Okay, I think killer combo for a makeup look. Ballet and Gale. And again, my eyes, when I put on my mascara, you guys, I was just in love with the tones of the eyeshadow. So, all right, that is my whole look today, you guys, using a whole bunch of new products to Sephora. I'm going to keep testing them and we'll come back with some more recommendations, including some other products that I have in my collection that I am loving. But if you're interested in any of these new releases and you want to put them in your cart for the Sephora sale, I don't really have a negative thing to say right now. I think all of these are great. I think some of the more expensive options I showed you today are great to have in your cart and to splurge on for the Sephora sale when you get a bit of a discount. But a few of these other really reasonably priced products are also great. And you know what? If you can get a discount, you do it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this look and I hope you enjoyed getting a little bit of a review on these products. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.